And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Rodgers. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Pick the edge. Hey, leg.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. We are going.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
318. Inside. Let's go. Check.
Running the toss here to Dillon. Runs through the contact. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd and short. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
And 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
And the Vikings first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Here's Dillon. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 8-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And Cook has it left side. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 9th touchdown.
So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. 3rd down here.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Lost the run. We are going. Whip.
Here's Dillon. The 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, the 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike 53. Yeah. You don't want to know. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 16 yards, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Let's go now. Half the 60. Half the 60. You don't know no better. 60 53 is the mark. You got nothing to work. You got hands. 19 tight.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I see you over there. You scared?
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
58 the mark. I got one. 58 right over there. Yeah. Mike,
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Jr.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
first down, Minnesota.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. All right, G, let's go. All right, G. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 54, right there, right there. 50. We got it. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike 54, Mike 54.
Back to throw again. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
53, Mike.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Santos now to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Packers 21, Vikings 14. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
38-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Dillon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Come to Wild World. We want it.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. to throw again. Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Vikings first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 19 Mike. 58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Read, we cut my team. Cut my team. Don't get nervous. 91 is the Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Go.
They run the option on 2nd down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Dalvin Cook.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st down, Vikings.
Okay, ready? 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 18 running. 18 running. Move it, 19. 53, Mike. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. You ain't going nowhere.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Max 22, Max 22. Target.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. From 6 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Complete to number 42. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. That's Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
It's a gain of 8, but it brings up 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still teammates. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 31. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Check 26, check 26. Slam.
Again, it's Dillon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Yards. And the Vikings first down.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, that's Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Mike, 53. Mike, ready?
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
53. Check. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
An 8-yard
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. They'll look to throw again. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun. Rodgers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Rodgers to throw once more. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Run 50. Hey, you block over here. 54. Mike 54.
Rodgers throwing here. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There's no doubt that he has plenty of heart, but you've got to be careful of those receivers that are slight of build. They leave themselves open to some pretty big hits across the middle. That pass, incomplete.
Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch his skirt out the mud. young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin' since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother.
Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over.
Demir Bird returning it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Big stop, let's go. 58's the mark.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Hey, watch the lane. Street, move it.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top for the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's
a great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
Mike 51. Time to go, night. Hurt. Mike 51. Cup 19. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're running it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. All right, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch it.
Check. Wings.
53. Mike.
18 running.
He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Tonight, so Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as Washington comes to town. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.